Right, I'm lost for words. I was on YouTube while I was eating my lunch and I stumbled across this video. I was going through my subscriptions and I forgot I'm subscribed to This Morning, which is a show in the UK where they get people on talking about things that have happened to them and talking about like their experiences sort of thing. And this video popped up. She's divorcing her ghost husband because he tried to kill her. Oh, is that right? Why have you got a ghost husband, love? I'm probably going to get claimed because I always seem to get claimed when I make a video about a This Morning video. Bugger it. I don't care, mate. Also, if you don't already, go and follow me on Instagram. It's ASBONYT. I'm trying to hit 10k as fast as possible. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it.
Why was it carried out in international waters?
Because basically it had never been done in the UK and Ireland before.
To marry a ghost?
To marry posthumously, I suppose, is the legal term for it.
I love how she's trying to bring the legalities into it, like the legal name of what she's done. You're shagging a ghost, love, do you know what I mean? No one really cares about the legal name of it.
Someone who's dead and gone.
Someone who's dead, exactly. So by doing that, we got a legal registrar to marry us, not a captain of a ship, somebody that could actually perform a marriage, to do it in international waters, which was technically getting married abroad and then just coming back.
She married a pirate ghost who later tried to kill her. Some might say that that ghost got the booty.
The same as anyone who had got married for it.
So hubby was called Jack?
He was, yes.
Nah, I can't be arsed. She fully married Jack Sparrow, didn't she?
Jack, as I understand it, was a man of the sea as well.
Yes, he was a pirate, yes.
A pirate?
Yes.
So how, did he fit the bill of what we all know from the films and novels, things of a pirate, I, me, hearty and all that? And
no, that's all very much stereotypical. I mean, he actually spoke very good English, quite well spoken, very much kind of a gentleman's English of the time.
Right.
So how did he come into your life?
How did you meet?
Tinder, 100% guaranteed.
Well, I had started on the road of spirituality in 2010 after my son died. I very much, before that, I didn't really believe in very much. I was kind of agnostic. After my son died, I really wanted to know what was out there. And obviously I discovered spirituality and it gave me a link to the other side. It started to give me evidence that there was something else, you know, beyond this realm.
Well, obviously this is sad. Her son died and she's like, I want to know if it's possible that he could come back as a ghost, you know what I mean? And that's fair enough. But why does that lead you to marrying a ghost?
And I discovered by doing a lot of workshops and courses or whatever in it that I was actually really, really good at it.
Well,
so
see, this amazes me. A lot of people go in search of all of this and this spiritualism, this mysticism, whatever. Now, you reached across to the other side and then basically you got there. Someone reached back to you.
Absolutely.
To the extent that it felt physical.
Yes, well, I mean, you can feel spirit energy. If you even go into a haunted building, you get that shiver up your spine. That's actually feeling energy.
Wait, so is she trying to make out that she went into spirit realm like, hey, and then this pirate bloke touched her back, was like that? While you were in spirit realm, they were just like, hey, hello, how you doing?
Sometimes people will report feeling like spirit touch their face or hold their hand or whatever. So, I mean, you can feel energy, you know, the same as the wind is energy. You can feel that.
Were you feeling energy or were you seeing a physical form of this man, Jack?
No, I never actually heard a physical voice, never seen a physical being with my eyes. This was all done through mediumship and through feeling energy and, you know, thought forms.
She felt an energy, didn't see what it was, didn't hear what it was, and was just like, you know what, fuck it, marry us.
So you weren't frightened, obviously. You felt this was a good energy. How did that turn into a romantic feeling, so much so to the point where you wanted to marry this ghost?
Well, it had. It was 5 years after I had started doing the mediumship that Jack, you know, presented himself, and it was several months before I really actually believed he was who he said he was. Because it's very hard to verify if a spirit is telling you the truth when they're dead 300 years.
Wait, but if you've never heard him talk, how was he telling you who he was?
So, you know, eventually, when I did start to believe him several months into the communication, we just started to talk a lot because it was very interesting in that period.
So I ring your doorbell and I say, hello, Amanda. You open the door and you say, hold on, I'm talking to Jack here. Where's Jack? Right. You must be at work or you must be people at home and you're having a conversation and this guy's around you. There has to be a time and a place in it, and I suppose I just better get to the nitty-gritty because there'll be a lot of people watching and they're saying, this woman is mad.
You know what, mate? You're not even wrong. There are people that are at home that think this woman's mad. I'm one of them. Hello.
And people are bound to put that to you, and they say, look, what are you why are we even doing this interview? You're saying you're talking to dead people and dead people are talking back to you. What would you say to those people?
I would say that a lot of these people go to mediums and get their tarot cards read. So if you believe you can contact somebody who's dead 10 years, why do you think it's so difficult to speak to somebody that's dead 300 years? I mean, people pray to God. God is an invisible being, but we believe he's there, you know, or she's there if in the case of, you know, of pagan faiths. So, I mean, you know, you either believe that there's another realm or you don't. You either believe that they can hear you or you don't.
I don't think people think it's weird because you believe in ghosts and that this ghost is like 300 and odd years old. I think people think it's weird because you've married one.
Do you said you got so close and romantically involved with this being, a ghost, whatever people like to call it, that you also believed that it was like a sexual, physical relationship as well, that you could feel.
Well, I suppose I'd use the term intimate rather than physical. I've always really struggled with my sexuality from a young age, and I would identify as being on the asexual spectrum. So the physical body, in a sense, isn't really important. It's more about the energy connection or the chemistry, you know, if you want to put it, you know, in non-spiritual terms.
Jack made you tingle, basically.
Yeah.
It's not PG, that is it. Oh, if this video don't get claimed, it's getting demonetised.
There was that connection there, and obviously you need to learn how to feel energy to that level.
You're
where
saying
you
could
hold
feel
it.
almost like a weight of a body on you,
Yes.
which is an
Yeah.
energy, because
Yeah.
obviously the physical body is not there,
Yeah.
but you felt that was an intimate feeling.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
OK, so far, so good, right?
Yeah, all good, yes. So
Then
far.
when did it get bad?
The first time that I really noticed anything that was wrong was a couple of months after we got married. And things happen, you can't blame everything on the paranormal. But I also knew about spirit attachments and possession and stuff like that, although, you know, I'd never encountered it. So I did ask some people, you know, are you sure that this guy is a good spirit? And everybody told me it was fine. But this went on for almost 2 years. My health just kept getting worse and worse and worse, to the point that I ended up with sepsis last year in June.
Do you ever think that maybe you just got sepsis? Big boy Jack Sparrow might have had nothing to do with it.
And I almost died. I had to have emergency
And the analysis
surgery.
given to you why this would happen was that Jack was doing what? Why was he a bad influence then?
He was basically like an energy vampire. So really, when we
Jose
die,
Mourinho was like that at Man United. Exactly the same.
when we die, it's normal to stay in the earthbound realm for a period of time. But then when we're meant to cross over and go on and reincarnate or go to another realm or do whatever we're meant to do in our life's path. So when spirits stay around too long, they need an energy source. And unfortunately, Jack was using me as an energy
So he
source.
was kind of bleeding you dry of your energy,
He was trying
making
to.
you ill.
He had never accepted his own death, so he wanted to continue living through my body.
But we said
Yes. So he was trying to come over from the other side and take you over, basically, and live
Pretty
through you.
much, and live through me,
So
yeah.
does Jack understand? He's been hanging around, he's been knocking around in the other world or the afterlife or whatever it is for 300 years. Does he understand things of the modern world, like cars and the internet and all that sort of thing?
Yeah, mate, he drives a Toyota Prius, but he's got a Samsung. Do you know what I mean? He's not quite on the right side of technology just yet.
Yeah, because I mean, he's seen the world change. You know, he's been hanging around with other people before me. You know, there was 2 other people at least before
Was
me.
he married before you?
No, not married.
So
no.
Amy
I
said
took
it went
that to a
badly
new
wrong. We
level.
said it earlier in the link we were talking about you, that you believe he tried to kill you, and how have you separated from
Exorcism.
this man?
Yes, in the end, a lot of red flags, and in the end, after the operation, I realised that it definitely was him, and it took me a while to figure out whether he knew or not that it was definitely, you know, him that was doing it, and did he intend to mean, you know, to harm me. So when I realised that he did, yes, I ended up having an exorcism in December of last year.
Now, just finally, Amanda, and we're glad it's turned out well for you and whatever, and this is all very real to you. When you look at your wedding pictures and whatever, do you feel a bit silly about this now?
I have long existing health problems that are never going to go away, although since the exorcism, my health has dramatically improved.
And they're not mental health problems?
No, I have no mental health problems. Do I regret it? In a way, yes, I do regret it. In another way, I don't, because it's given me a lot of lessons. It's given me a lot of opportunities that I wouldn't have had without. And I do believe that everything happens to us for a reason.
I think the lesson learned from this is you're not supposed to shag ghosts. Right, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment, because why not? Don't forget to turn on my post notifications so you never miss a new video. You get notified every time I upload. My merch, my Cameo, my Instagram, and my Twitter is linked in the description, so go follow me on there. If you've got any video suggestions, leave them in the comments or DM me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys later.